Love is beautiful. Love is everything. Love is everywhere, even in the Loud House. Today is Valentine's Day, and you know what? I won't hesitate on it today. I have been waiting for this day to actually happen, especially to upload a new video. It's on the Loud House, and it's about love. And with that being said, I'm gonna give you all my top 5 favorite love couples in the Loud House. Bobby and Lori. I know since season 1, it's always been about Babe and Boo Boo Bear. I like these two, and I like seeing them as a couple, especially when they kiss on screen for the first time in the Loudest Thanksgiving. But with their chemistry, it doesn't really spark, because sometimes there can be an on and off kind of scenario thing, whether it's Bobby breaking up with Lori just because Lincoln hurt Ronnie Ann's feelings because she is his sister, and Lori forces Lincoln to actually be nice to Ronnie Ann so she can get back together with Bobby. I mean, big fucking whoop-de-doo. There are plenty of other fish in the sea, you know, lady. And yet this comes from a girl who actually tried to cure his annoying habit and force up habit, and when Bobby did it, Lori was too damn hypocritical and stubborn to actually know that she had an annoying habit as well too since season 1. And she makes a big fucking deal out of that one too. While there have been some episodes that have these two in it, but there have been a lot of episodes that only has Lori and doesn't have Bobby in it, even if he's there for filler. And I'm hoping that they'll get married one day so there won't be any more shipping between Ronnie Ann and Lincoln. Rita and Lyn Sr. Well, there have been several cases in sexual ways that I've been talking about how hot and sexy Rita looks. And I wouldn't be too damn surprised if that's what Lyn Sr. actually sees in Rita. They're not great parents, but they're not awful parents as well too. There are times they can be hypocritical with one another, especially toward their kids. Even at one point that Rita was trying to make Lyn jealous in Fantastic Voyage, when clearly I think she was trying to cheat on him. As much as Lyn Sr. was much of a dude stick in that episode, because he felt like he was gonna make sweet love to the new van, more than his wife. But the chemistry between these two can be a hit and miss in times, and there can be a little times where they can be careless. But whatever it is, Rita never fails to turn Lyn Sr. on, especially me. And I really do enjoy some of the backstory about how Lyn Sr. and Rita actually met, especially how it was told in L is for Love, and we see it in the Loud House movie in the very beginning. I just hope one day we actually get a good backstory about who Rita's mother is, or was. But other than that, they really make a cute but dysfunctional couple. Lyn and Benny. People who are like Yoshi Player can piss and moan all I care just because it's Lyn and Benny and not Luann and Maggie. Well, fuck that shipping. Maggie never shows up again. She only shows one time in Funny Business, and that's it. She was only just a key obstacle for Lincoln to fail until Luann came to the rescue, and there was nothing between these two at all. So I much likely buy Lyn and Benny's relationship because it actually stuck around ever since L is for Love. Benny had no dialogue in this one, but he does get some dialogue in Stage Flight, and he starts to appear more often and gets more character development in season 6. Even though in the first few episodes when they first appeared, especially when they kissed at the end of Stage Flight, some of the personalities that Benny has kind of feels like it's Luann's until suddenly they kind of update his personality development in season 6. Whether it comes for stress for the part or puns and buns. Then again, a little bit of his development actually showed in Director's Rut in season 5. And I'd be lying if I said I didn't actually see these two couples gonna be together, but this is actually true love for Luann and Benny to be together. I just hope I see an episode with Skippy and Lana, because honestly, I wanna see what these two can do. But other than that, Lyn and Benny are my 3rd favorite love couple of the Loud House series. And their chemistry just sparks my funny bone every time when I see them in an episode. Harold and Howard McBride. Yeah, I bet none of y'all didn't even see these two gonna make it onto this list, just because I'm not an LGBT supporter, but somewhat, I support these two for actually being great parents. They're not perfect, but they are great parents that they actually show that they care for their son. I don't know how they exactly met in the first place to begin with, but I know for the fact that they adopted Clyde. Even though we don't see too much lovey-dovey affection between these two, like we would see with Luann and Benny, Rita and Lyn, or Bobby and Lori, but these two, they do show love and support with each other, especially toward their son, and don't be neglectful or abusive toward him. And I'll admit that for the first time when I'm seeing these two on screen on Overnight Success, I really didn't like these two. But somewhat over time, when it came to seeing who's a better parent in the Loud House, I would actually go with these two. At least they don't do anything unlikable or hateable or despicable or being hypocrites. Well, maybe a little bit, they can be hypocritical in time, but honestly, that's what some gay guys do. No offense, but Helen and Howard really do have chemistry in the Loud House, whether it's with them or their son. Howard can be such a pussy in time, but maybe that's why Harold loves him. But whatever they do, they bring happiness to the faces of millions. Well, except for overseas, since there are many places that ban these two.
Hold me, never let me go. And my dreaming questions.
My number one favorite lovey-dovey love couple in the Loud House are Sam and Luna. Yeah, I bet none of you guys didn't see this coming on my number one list, did ya? Before I can get to why I love these two so much, let me explain something about the backstory I had with these two. When it came to the ending of L is for Love, so many people were pissed about their favorite character, Luna Loud, actually being a bisexual or a lesbian is what they were actually calling her. And I will admit, I was one of those people that was disgusted with this part of the ending. But when it came to Racing Hearts, I did kind of laugh a little bit and kind of felt a little happy that they were going to be friends. Like in the friend zone. And not be a couple. But somewhere when it came to Perfect Gig, Undercover Mom, Lori Days, Deep Cuts, Dad Reputation, In a Mick of Time, Force of Habits, Music to My Fears, Child's Play, I really softened up for these two. And I did kind of warm up to bisexuals a bit. But in all the episodes I've seen these two in, I absolutely love these two, especially my favorite minor character is Sam. Whether Luna is a lesbian or a bisexual, I would buy it. Especially when Luna was actually one of my favorite characters from season 1. And you know what? I'm kind of okay with who she is with. But somewhat, I still kind of lean her toward a bisexual, because she does have feelings to another guy. And I don't mean Hugh from Study Muffin. You have to watch every single Luna Loud Focus episode to get who I'm talking about. And seeing these two do this...
Whoa! You're already more fabulous.
In a weird way, my heart was squealing when I saw this happen. I don't know what it was that made me open up to Sam and Luna's relationship a bit more. Maybe because there was something about the chemistry between these two that made me sympathize with the bisexual for another bisexual. Do I know Sam's a bisexual 100% sure? Well, I can't judge, but I can actually say her mind does have feeling for guys too. Even if I had that one nitpick about Sam in Force of Habits, but it doesn't stop me from loving the chemistry between these two. I just think they should have had their own separate episode out of Force of Habits and just let that episode be about Lenny and Gavin. So I'm pretty much cool with these couple. Whatever story they're gonna go with these two, I hope they bring them to a very good end when they graduate. So this is pretty much what I can say about my favorite love couple in the Loud House. This is Taurean, formerly known as the Loud House Critic. Till then, who's your favorite love couple from the Loud House?
Just say you won't let go. Just say